Prigozhin told the truth. Jack Smith on Trump's criminal activity. When Prigozhin is laughing from his grave, Jack Smith testified Trump engaged in criminal activity. Jack Smith testifies before the House Judiciary Committee about his criminal investigations into US President Donald Trump. He told the hearing that he has no partisan loyalties and his investigations found Trump engaged in criminal activity. This is what we'll talk about today. Hello everyone, I'm Elena, welcome to my channel Enough of Propaganda. Please like, subscribe, share my videos. Let's make truth accessible for everyone. Jack Smith, a career prosecutor with nearly 30 years of service under both Republican and Democratic administrations, and former special counsel for the United States Department of Justice. He testified before the House Judiciary Committee about his investigations into President Donald Trump. Smith emphasized his non-partisan background and commitment to following the facts and the law. He explained that the investigation complied with Justice Department policies and were based solely on evidence. According to Smith, grand juries in 2 jurisdictions concluded that Trump engaged in criminal conduct, including efforts to overturn the 2020 election, obstruct the lawful transfer of power, and unlawfully retain classified documents after leaving office. Smith defended his decision to bring charges, stressed that no one is above the law, condemned retaliation against investigators, and warned that the rule of law depends on their willingness to uphold it even when doing so is difficult.
My career has been dedicated to serving our country by upholding the rule of law. Throughout my public service, my approach has always been the same: follow the facts and the law without fear or favor. President Trump was charged because the evidence established that he willfully broke the law, the very laws he took an oath to uphold. Grand juries in 2 separate districts reached this conclusion based on his actions, as alleged in the indictments they returned. Rather than accept his defeat in the 2020 election, President Trump engaged in a criminal scheme to overturn the results and prevent the lawful transfer of power. After leaving office in January of 21, President Trump illegally kept classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago social club and repeatedly tried to obstruct justice to conceal his continued retention of those documents. Highly sensitive national security information was held in a ballroom and a bathroom. I stand by my decisions as special counsel, including the decision to bring charges against President Trump. Our investigation developed proof beyond a reasonable doubt that President Trump engaged in criminal activity. If asked whether to prosecute a former president based on the same facts today, I would do so regardless of whether that president was a Democrat or a Republican.
Posting just now on Truth Social, Trump again called for Smith to be prosecuted and alleges that Smith committed perjury. Welcome to the USSR! I will analyze it as someone who lived in the USSR and Russia, who personally encountered Soviet and post-Soviet intelligence services, and who knows how these operations look up close. I have seen this before. Donald Trump is following the Kremlin propaganda playbook to the letter. In my videos I explained 5 steps from this playbook. In this video, for example, about Kremlin KGB playbook in action. In a country which during all previous administrations, include Trump's first term, had low level of corruption, non-partisan investigators found Trump guilty, and yet used the 5 steps of the Kremlin propaganda playbook. Deny, deny, deny. I did not cheat on you, darling. I was in the library at 3 a.m. in the morning. And repeated so many times that it's like a nail stuck into a brain of every person in your country. Idiots will believe anything you repeat often enough. Repetition doesn't make it a lie become truth, though. Let's stick to the facts. As Canadian Prime Minister Carney said in his historic speech in Davos, we are taking the sign out of the window, meaning it's time to stop pretending and face reality. By the way, remember Trump is trying to push his lie about Russian interference in 2016 election? Russian hoax, Russian hoax. He does this to this day, using almost every opportunity to speak on camera, whether at home or abroad. Hello to everyone from the dead Putin ally, the leader of the Wagner Group, and the main person behind Russian government troll factories, Yevgeny Prigozhin. Remember this guy? In November 2022, he proudly admitted interfering in the US elections. Gentlemen, we interfered, we are interfering, and we will interfere. Prigozhin, who has previously been accused of influencing the outcome of elections across continents, said in a statement posted by his catering company Concord, "Carefully, precisely, surgically, and the way we do it, the way we can." That's what he said. He literally admitted interfering in American election, and Trump keep spewing that lie again and again. This is just one of the articles on that subject. Don't let anyone drag you into make-believe world. I have lived in 2 of them. They are not real. Learn the truth and stay informed. Thank you for watching. See you later.